Now, but what Mike said's very curious, Lauren. You said you haven't had a job forever. So how much is that mortgage right now? I think you said it was only $600 a month, which is great.
Yeah, I just am having a hard time finding a job.
Well, hold on, though. Just wait. So, Mike, when you file a Chapter 11 on anyone's circumstance, do you have to prove that you can make that $600 payment? Is that part of the court accepting or the trustee accepting the plan for the Chapter 13?
Yeah, so Chapter 13, she would need to make the payments. Now, there's another option here. I was happy to hear Frank's name. I presume you're talking about Frank Duran, who we used recently to sell one of our homes. He's great, love Frank, and I have a lot of confidence that property will move quickly. So another option would be to file a Chapter 7 before the foreclosure date. That will not buy you the year or so that I was talking about, but that'll buy 60 to 90 days before the foreclosure sale.
And Frank can I have no doubt Frank can't sell it in that time.
Yeah. And then there's less pressure on her to make the payments, because, we're not asking for much time. Basically, the amount of time that she's going to get by just automatically filing bankruptcy will be 2 to 3 months.
Now, Mike, let me ask you another question, and I have a feeling I already know the answer, and it's not what I want to hear, so maybe I'll get surprised here. But if she entered into this agreement, and I know you're not a real estate attorney, but it's a pretty typical buy-sell agreement, and it's supposed to have some disclosures. She said she never got them. But regardless if the disclosures are there, if you enter into a bankruptcy and you have an existing contract to buy and sell real estate in the state of Colorado, is that contract still valid, or does the trustee have any control over that? And here's what I mean by that. This guy's trying to buy a house for $165,000 that Frank says he can sell all day long for $285,000. Is there any way to get them out of that?
Oh yeah, the bankruptcy, the bank, that contract will be discharged in the bankruptcy, so the obligation will go away. The home equity is not enough for the bankruptcy trustee to be involved, because it's all exempt, meaning it's protected. So it's going to be her property. Now, when we file the bankruptcy, we're going to have to file a motion to sell the property. There's a bunch of stuff that like legally you got to get through some hoops to be able to pull this off. But at the end of the day, if there's only $140,000 of equity plus or minus,
she's going to walk with it.
She's going to walk with it, and the trustee won't fight.
Okay, so to clarify, and I'm so happy you said that, when you file this, if someone does have a contract, even if it's enforceable under any other circumstance, the bankruptcy literally voids that contract.
Correct.
That is excellent. Period. End of story. There's no loopholes. In other words, the second she contacts you, you guys get this plan together and you file it. We don't even have to worry about this contract and a different attorney dealing with getting her out of it, because the bankruptcy gets her out of it. And I know I framed the same question the same way 3 times, but I'm amazed by the answer.
That's right. You got it. The contract is voided. The current contract would be voided, and then she'll buy a little time. The lender is going to continue to pursue the foreclosure, but the bankruptcy basically is puts a hurdle in the way that takes them about 60 days to get around. And if they know Frank's involved and there's a contract, they'll probably continue the foreclosure date to the extent necessary to get the thing sold.
I love this. Lauren, listen, it took us 2 hours, but we got it done. Here's what you got to do. And if you mess it up from this point, I don't know what else to say. To me, the next time I talk to you, we made you $140,000. You're going to talk to Mike Wink. Mike deals with Frank Duran all the time. Between Mike and Frank, they're going to get that house sold for as much as they can possibly get for it. And you're going to walk away with your equity in the house after paying off the debts you have to pay off. Plus, if you have other credit card debt, do you have other debt, by the way?
Probably, yeah.
All that's going to go away. All that's going to go away. I don't see any other option here, but I'm telling you, and Mike, that sale, once again, is 7 days from now. So, I mean, she's got to move now, doesn't she?
Exactly. Yeah, she should call the office like today, and
Okay.
I've got some time.
Lauren, do not listen. Mike's going to take your call. You have got to call. Let me get her on hold. Thank God. I mean, Dimitri, you're very welcome. I want to hear from you when this all goes down, because we add up money. We're at over $300 million. This is no joke. This is like 150 grand.
Mark, I hope.
And my stress. Thank you so
Hold
much.
on.
Lauren, I know it's a huge weight off your shoulders, but I would treat that as a huge fresh start, and maybe part of that fresh start is a job, whatever you can get.
Trying.
Yeah, well, okay. I don't even want to go down that road. I mean, Lauren, you got to follow this, but now that Dimitri brought that up, I mean, I feel like you're, holding out for management? It's been a long time. All he's saying is get a job. You're going to blow through $150,000 and be back in the same circumstance, but you can't do a bankruptcy again that soon. So the best thing ever is find an apartment with the money, get moved in, and find a job. I don't care if it's McDonald's, the outlet malls, 7-Eleven, Uber rides. I don't care what it is. You got to find something. Hey, Mike Wink, I so appreciate you coming on and really getting us a true ending to this, hopefully. She's going to be calling, and everybody out there, if you are thinking of bankruptcy, Mike, give advice real quick, and I got to take this break. I'm going to give your number out. But one thing I told someone else just the other day who's going to be calling you, they have been making a payment that they simply can't afford to make. They have no assets that are over the exemptions for cars or for their home equity. They're perfect for it, but they've been paying a minimum on one credit card, and the minimum's a lot of money. It's like $800 a month. And they'll never get caught up, ever. And my point to them was that's wasted money, because at this point they already knew eventually they're going to go bankrupt. There's no way to recoup those payments. But if they didn't make them, they'd be all the better now. They would have had that money. Is that not correct?
That is all correct. And there's so many people that I think understandably have a reluctance to file bankruptcy, but it is a legal means to get out of debt, and it really, really can change people's lives for the better. So I think it's good to encourage it when it's appropriate, because people are reluctant despite the fact that it's legal, pretty straightforward, pretty predictable. So, it's one of those things that can really help people's lives.
Oh, big time. And let me say something about that, to what you're talking about. It's good for society. Thank God we have those rules. Can you imagine if the banks owned all of us? You lose your job, something like COVID happens. Let's take a real deal. COVID happens, you work at a restaurant, you work at Applebee's, next thing you know, you don't have a job. Next thing you know, you're starting to get foreclosed on. Next thing you know, you're getting evicted. Next thing you know, you can't pay for your car. And you're 25 years old. So, without bankruptcy, you're done. Really, at 25 years old, without the bankruptcy laws in this country, you'd be indebted to the banks for the rest of your life. You'd probably commit suicide, to be quite honest. There would be no way to dig out of the hole. So for people that are these, oh no, bankruptcy, oh, screw you. You know what? There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Mike Wink, I appreciate it. He's with the Wink Law Office. Any questions, this guy will talk to you for free. 720-523-0620. I have been talking with Mike on air for what, Suzanne? 10, 15 years. Yep. If you have any questions about bankruptcy, please call Mike. He can save you a ton of money and get your life back on track. 720-523-0620. Now, I got to take this break. I'm running late. We got lines open. I want to hear from people with other problems. Hopefully we got Lauren all handled. I think we do. We're going to stay on top of it behind the scenes, but I do have lines open now. 303-MARTINO, 303-713-8255. If you need help and you need people to help you now, call now.
It's Ryan Evers for Thermal Home Solutions, thermalhomesolutions.net, 720-215-6141. Temperatures are cooling. Here's a home energy fact for you. 85% of houses fail modern energy standards, and more than half of every heating or cooling dollar you spend disappears through your attic. I had Jim Perry and his fantastic staff over to my house, and through the free energy audit they offered, they determined I needed a radiant barrier. It's one of the best decisions I ever made on my home, and I wish I would have done it much sooner. Save up to 40% on your energy bill. thermalhomesolutions.net or 720-215-6141.
Okay, listen, fix it 24/7. These guys do exactly what they say. They fix things. Here's what I love. We always talk about their $39 cleaning in the in-between seasons, between summer and winter and vice versa, because they get a little slow on the HVAC side. Simple as that. When it's not super hot, not super cold, people don't call them because there's nothing to come out and fix. But that special in the in-between seasons is unbeatable. They come out, tear apart your furnace right now, clean it. They spend about 2 hours to do it, and they slap a no-breakdown guarantee. That's for new customers, so they can introduce their great company. You can go to fixmyhome.com, get that set up right there online. They'll come out and do it. You're going to be so happy you'll call in like a lot of listeners do. Take advantage of that. But the other thing, their name is Fix It. They fix stuff. How many times have you had a plumber out, for example, and say, hey, my water heater's not working? They're like, oh, you need a new water heater. Or my AC, oh, you need a brand new system. Listen, these guys will give you an estimate on fixing things. For goodness sake, that's their name. If you want an estimate on a new system, they've got great prices. They'll give you honest, real advice on whatever you got going on. And by the way, I don't care what problem it is. For $39, they'll send out an expert. A plumber, an electrician, an HVAC, $39. Go to fixmyhome.com. You're going to love them. Fixmyhome.com.
If you have an IRA or 401k, this is a message you really need to hear. In just the last 2 years, the price of 1 troy ounce of silver has more than doubled, up over 100%. And silver is now poised for major gains in the months ahead. Call Advantage Gold at 800-741-GOLD to learn how to convert a portion of your retirement assets into physical silver and position yourself for the next wave of growth in precious metals. It's not too late to leverage the power of silver to help secure your financial future. With the devaluation of the U.S. dollar and volatility in the stock market, silver continues to be a safe haven asset that investors trust. When you call 800-741-GOLD, you'll get your free precious metals rollover guide, plus a copy of former IMF Chairman Ken Rogoff's book, Our Dollar, Your Problem. The time is now to consider adding silver into the mix to protect your retirement. Call Advantage Gold at 800-741-4653. Consult your financial advisor before investing. Call 800-741-GOLD.
It's that time of year where all of us on Medicare have to make some choices. Do you want Medicare Part A and Part B with a supplement? Which supplement is best for you? Or what about Medicare Advantage? Maybe that will be to your advantage. But how do you know? Don't assume what you had last year will renew this year. There are major changes, especially in Medicare. You need the licensed professionals at IntegraInsurance.com. 303-466-5500.
Hey everybody, Benjamin Albright, and you guys have been hearing the Life Changer loan spots for the last couple of weeks. I know this because you keep getting y'all asking me, what is a Life Changer loan? And the difference between a Life Changer loan and a standard closed-end mortgage is that it's a home equity line of credit that gives you a two-way instrument, allowing you to apply as much money as you desire toward the balance without losing any access to your funds. And if you keep it score at home, that's a fancy way of saying the Life Changer loan works just like an ordinary checking account. You can bundle your home finance and personal banking together, and the revolutionary design allows you to use your everyday cash flow to offset your loan's balance. You save mortgage interest without requiring a change at all to your budget. The Life Changer loan's average client pays off their house in 5 years without changing a dime of their spending habit, typically saving $250,000 in interest compared to...
You are Mr. But tell me if you've ever run into this. So we got the full touch panel. So we hop in, basically I hit Mark, and I can turn the steamer on. I can
let me go tell Mark. Hang on just a second. Hang on, you guys. You're both there?
This fucking screen once a week is dead.
Okay, guys, hang on a
minute. The only way I can get the screen to come back on is I go down to the breaker and kill the power to the entire Mr. Steam, and then it comes back up and it works for about a week. So I can't even hit the power button on the screen to come on. So I don't know what that would be. They're going to send me out a new screen, but I'm more worried it's something else.
Sorry, babe. On line one is going to be Bo and Nikki. Nikki's the one whose husband committed suicide, and we got her new HVAC. I'm going to put on the screen that guy's company name, who gave her all that.
Is he coming on?
I can try him.
I definitely want
Okay, then give me a couple minutes. I just got to try calling him.
Yeah. I'm in no rush. I'd rather have him for his sake.
So those are newer, and I've not heard that before. So Mr. Steam's pretty good, so they're going to replace it.
Hey, you two, I'm
They're
going
gonna
to put you in
gonna
queue
set it
now
right.
and
Yeah.
put your name on the screen, Bo and Nikki. Mark wants me to try Doug, the guy that installed the
It takes you'd be
furnace
shocked
and
how
whatnot,
long
so
it
we
takes
can
to
give him
get
lots
our
of smooches on the
shower
air,
up to
okay?
like 110 though. It's every bit of a half hour.
Yes.
It takes a minute.
It's Doug, right?
It's just purely the size of the
It's
shower.
big, yes.
And we got a steam unit that's, literally sized for it.
Yeah, it's just a lot of space.
720-573-8654. And what's his company name?
Oh, man. I cannot wait to get
Brookman
a cold beer. It's been
Heating and Air.
It's been a long week. You going to join us, Chris?
He's the
I'm
owner. Hang
buying.
on a minute.
You can go for a drink. I don't drink beer, but I love beer, but I don't drink it anymore.
Carbs?
Yeah. That just doesn't agree with me.
Oh,
I'm doing low carb.
I wish they had a no carb beer.
I think
No carb pizza, no carb.
the pizza is my Achilles heel.
They have the cauliflower. No, that's for gluten, though. I don't think there's such thing as a no carb pizza,
same kind of
unless
thing.
you're scraping the toppings.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Your trusted local fiduciary advisors, TrajanWealth.com.
All right, 303-713-8255. My goodness. We've got a ton kicking around today. We still got to get back to that window one. I haven't had a chance to look at that contract. Guys, including Chris Consul, he helped out big time. In fact, Chris, he's the owner of Discount Bath. You discovered that sale date in that contract that I did not see. And that was huge. I didn't realize that woman was up against 7 days. It was nuts. So I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, no problem.
You know, it's kind of funny. Our referral list members, not only does Chris do a heck of a job on bathrooms. You know what? Speaking of that, when you guys were out at our house, one of the coolest things was the different options your guys did. What was his name? Steven. So he was like, oh, you don't want that bathtub? We can make more closet space. And then he was like, yeah, and tell him thanks for this one. What do you think of heated tile floors? And Suzanne's like, huh? Heated tile floors? Let me ask you, Suzanne, do you like our heated tile floors?
They're the best.
Yeah, I know. They're crazy. They radiate. It's unbelievable. And then we got a Mr. Steam. People, not only does Chris and the gang do a great job, honestly, a great job. The other thing I want to tell you about is Discount Bath, because they do everything at a discount. I mean, simple as that. And that's all you do is bath.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, you don't do kitchens.
Nope.
How about basements?
Nope.
Siding?
Nope.
Windows?
Nope.
Do you build garages?
Nope.
So you do bathrooms.
Bathrooms.
I love that. And that's what your crews do, and you're quick at it.
Correct.
Now, what's a cheap bathroom? I'll just ask you now. I mean, okay, that's so unfair to say. Let's take what I would call a track home in Highlands Ranch that in the year 2000 was built, and it was $400,000. And it's got a master bathroom, double vanity, a separate area for the commode, and a shower and a tub. And it's just dated. It's 25 years old. I mean, really, if you wanted to do a new shower with tile, nothing crazy, new countertops, maybe a new toilet. I mean, really, what are you looking at there?
You know, again, that's sort of a loaded question because materials matter, right?
Of course.
But, you know, just ballparking.
On the cheap side, let's say on the, I know people hate cheap, on the less expensive side.
Yeah, good quality, just keeping the price down. You know, you're somewhere in 25, 30,000.
And you got a new bathroom.
Yes.
And I would argue a master bathroom, unlike a lot of things you can do to your house, actually updates and brings that value up. Maybe not to the exact amount you spent, but a lot compared to the kitchen and the bathroom.
Yeah, the kitchen and the bathroom. And, you know, Denver's real estate market has been good for such a long time, and it's not anymore, just like the rest of the country. So now the house needs to have some value, right? You could
It
walk
has
in,
to.
your house will sell over the one that doesn't have a bathroom updated.
Oh, my goodness, yes. In fact, Suzanne and I have been looking for a house out on Lake Pontchartrain, of all places. The first thing we do is go to the kitchen, then the master bathroom.
Yep.
Literally. If those two don't check boxes, we're off. Because I'm not looking for a project house. I'm looking for let's move in turnkey. And that's it. I'm not looking to have contractors in my life on a second property. So, yeah, I get it, man. Those two things are huge. When you guys go out, you charge nothing now, right? Denver Metro. Do you guys go to Colorado Springs or no?
Yeah, we do Springs, and we'll go up north to Fort Collins-ish.
Oh, wow. So you do the whole Front Range.
Yeah.
So you go out, that's 100% for free, and that's when Steven or someone goes out.
Yeah, one of the guys will come out and
talk design,
walk you through it, find out what you're trying to solve, if it's just cosmetic or you want to move walls or do this or make a big steam shower.
God, I love the fact you guys actually think that stuff out, though.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, you want a bigger closet? You want to go with the California-style closet? We can get rid of that tub right there and extend that closet and make it look like something literally from California in a new house.
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy. You want whatever kind of vanities you want. It's just the different options. Fancy toilets. Are those a big deal now? When you do a bathroom, do people like the bidet or whatever they're called? They do. These things do everything but make you coffee.
Yeah, the bidets are interesting. I mean, there was a big push after COVID, right? And so they've kind of tapered off. But a lot of people like them. So we do some of them. I mean, toilets can be ridiculous. It's something we end up talking about a lot. And the reality of it is most people just go with a pretty straightforward white toilet.
Yeah. So we went with a fancy one. And it's got like a remote control, which is insane.
Heated seats. And
well, that's numero. That is actually worth it.
Yeah.
But some of them, the American Standard line, if I recall, they have one that they package the fancy seat with and a standard American standard toilet. I think it was like $1,400. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
No, but you have to have electricity.
Yep.
That's the other thing. Hey, listen, discountbath.com. Set it up. Have these guys come out. They're great guys. Chris is on with us all the time. So look, we have got something coming up right after this break. Talk about solving problems. We solved one that's huge. Absolutely huge. Huge. A woman lost her husband. He committed suicide. Her furnace went out. She had nothing. We sent Deputy Bo out. Deputy Bo said, my goodness, this thing's got rust on it. I cannot fix it. And Deputy Bo can fix anything. This guy knows how to fix furnaces like nobody I've seen. Okay, he can fix it. He lived it for his entire life. Generally, he can fix it. He said, no way, this one's too old. It's impossible to fix. Wait till I tell you what happened. Sheridan Auto Tech.
I got something on that Windows contract.
What's that?
I got something on the Windows contract that's important.
Oh, for the lady? Well, to get her back up.
Yeah,
I never even uploaded that one yet. Is she pretty much stuck like Chuck?
Do you want me to surprise you or tell you now?
No, you can surprise me. I mean, generally you're wrong, so I mean, even if you told me.
Let's go back to the dates on closing and earnest money dates.
I nailed every one of them.
Bullshit! I'm the one who said October
Stop.
30th.
Mark, tell Dimitri to chime in. I have something to say. Dimitri. Tell him to put his headphones on and go offline.
Suzanne said, put your headphones on and fuck off.
No.
All right, Vestera Properties, Barry Miller. Let me tell you what Barry does, and he is so good at it. He's been doing it for over 30 years. He can find an area or a pocket in this country that is up and coming. Maybe Microsoft's moving into the area. Maybe there's something like Lockheed Martin and the big government contracts coming, or SpaceX or something is moving there. But anyhow, the property values are going to take off. He's great at finding these places. Then he finds the perfect house for you. You buy the house. He finds you a property manager so you don't have to do anything but collect the rent checks as it appreciates. A year or two goes by, Barry's going to say, hey, time to sell it and move on to the next one. Then you put the money in your pocket. We know people, 40 to 50% annual returns with Vestera Properties. Check it out. Go to VesteraTurnkey.com. That's VesteraTurnkey.com. Sheridan Auto Tech, Uncle Kevin. I always feel like going Sunday, but here on the Troubleshooter Show, it's Friday is car day. Uncle Kevin's going to be in tomorrow. Any car questions you have, he's going to be able to answer. It doesn't matter buying, selling a car, fixing a car. He owns Sheridan Auto Tech. This company and Kevin have been around 20 plus years. You're going to love them. They can do alternators, starters, brakes, alignments, tires, anything you can imagine, air conditioning services. How about getting that radiator cleaned right now before winter comes up? Then he can also do stuff like engines, transmissions, differentials. He can do all of it. You name it, he can do it. And check this out. 3-year, 36,000-mile, nationwide warranty through the Napa Care program on everything they do. Can't beat that. That's better than dealers. Great price, great people, great service. SheridanAutotech.com.
Please tell Dimitri to go on.
I love car day.
Mark.
He doesn't have
Did Suzanne talk to you?
Dimitri.
Yes.
I love my loofah. I used it this morning, and my skin is so great.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
OMG.
Oh, great.
I loved it.
Okay, so Chris, let me ask you
Feel
something.
my arm. It's
Are you in
fantastic.
offline so you can hear the nonsense?
Buttery smooth.
Put your headphones on, and you'll see a button that says offline on your control.
Yeah, I'm
pad.
offline.
It's buttery smooth skin
Okay,
from
so
the loofah, Chris.
How would you handle this?
Gave us a loofah.
So
You'd think Mark would be grateful.
So-
just for that.
You would
he
think.
comes in and gives my wife a loofah, just like Bill O'Reilly, basically.
We should define loofah, by the
Except
way.
he used a falafel. Now, you're married.
Yeah.
If I walked up to your wife and said, hey, baby, here's a loofah.
All right. You want to hear what actually happened?
Then worse, your wife is now telling him how great the loofah was.
And how her skin is buttery smooth.
Dragon, you're married. How does this look?
That's terrible.
It looks terrible.
You as a man,
The
you should
optics are
stand
not
up,
good.
Yeah.
Okay, what actually happened
Yeah, let's tell
is
the
that
truth, Dimitri.
Mark was talking about how he uses a disgusting bacteria-laden washcloth that
God.
resides
He
in
doesn't
his
believe in
shower.
washcloths.
Oh, and I'm germ-free now.
Exactly. Think of that.
So those are your descriptors, not his.
Well,
Okay.
but since my descriptors are correct, that's actually a true reflection of reality.
Yeah, so go ahead with your story.
So the next day, I just happened to receive a package from Amazon with a 10-pack of loofahs. So I broke one out and gave it to Mark. And then he called me later that day, said, oh, I'm going to wash my balls with it. I can't wait to hear how clean and smooth they are.
So, okay, that's not exactly what happened by any stretch, but he did hand me the loofah. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Again, substantially different from what he just said.
What's worse? A man handing you a loofah or handing your wife a loofah? I'll go with it's better that he handed Suzanne the loofah than literally coming to me and giving me a loofah. I have never had a man in my life. Dragon, have you ever had a man give you a loofah?
Nope, sure haven't.
Mark, just remember Suzanne's description. That could be your balls.
Now my skin is all buttery and germ-free. I love it.
Your balls will thank you later.
I'm gonna get those wrinkles right
Listen.
off the balls.
Listen, I've never had a man hand me a loofah. You know what he did, too?
do you
He
have
freaked
now?
me out. He winked at me.
And now he invited me out for a beer. Listen to this.
Well played.
Suzanne better be watching out.
Suzanne, you better be there.
He's taken D.
Oh, loofah. No, I'll take a washcloth any day. Actually, put up a poll.
Okay.
For the men out there, forget about the ladies.
No ladies no ladies to vote.
Yeah, no, just say men only.
Men only. Oh,
do you use a watch? No. How do I want to put this? Do you find a loofah very feminine?
Okay.
No. Do you find men that use loofahs gay? Let's just put it how we need. Let's find out if people think that he's gay.
Dude, this is
those are two very different questions.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it.
Make it a multiple choice.
Kind of gay, little gay.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Full on turbo.
Do you
gay.
find Dimitri? Here's what I want. Do you find Dimitri using a loofah real gay, a little gay, a tad gay?
Not gay
and let's
at all.
see what we hear. No. There's
At khout.com.
all right. 303-713-8255. You know, behind the scenes, we rock and roll like you're going to find out in a second. We do recover money left and right. In fact, I think we're over 400 million now, but whatever. But behind the scenes on our YouTube channel, a lot of times we have a completely different show going on. Like literally, I'd say maybe a little like, maybe just fun, a little kind of, I don't even want to say.
Mature, but a lot of fun.
Well, I'm always the mature one.
That's funny.
And I'm always the correct one.
Yes, I see. Anyhow, any questions people have, we have a couple lines open, but 303-713-8255. Call now. But when you hear this one, so I'm going to bring up Bo and Nikki. And Bo went out to Nikki's house. When did you go out, Deputy Bo? This is how we help people. Listen to this great story. Deputy Bo, when did you get sent out there?
I believe it went out there the next day or 2 days after she called in on October 9th to check out her old Magic Chef furnace.
How old was it?
Working. It was installed in 1983.
My God. What did it consist? Did it consist of like a barrel that you put logs into? I mean, that is so old.
Was it steam powered?
Yeah, exactly.
It had a shovel in the closet.
That's amazing it lasted that long. Nikki, when did it quit working altogether?
It was actually the first time it got cold here a little bit earlier in the month.
Got it.
First time I kicked it on for the season and it wouldn't turn off.
It's just, and you had a company come out and they said, we can't fix it and you need a new furnace and gave you a quote or something, right?
Yeah, they said it was way too old to even try to service it or anything, that it would have to be completely replaced.
Yeah. How much did they quote you?
So back when we did that was, I think, around like $13,000, $15,000, something like that to have it replaced.
Wow. That's a lot of money. And let me tell people about the background. I'm not trying to bring up bad thoughts with you, Nikki, but you have how many kids? One child?
Yeah, I have one son.
And I heard he is rambunctious. You got your hands full.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I sure do.
So she's got one son, and her husband passed away last year.
Yeah, it was actually a year ago on Tuesday.
Oh my God, a year ago this Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So she's been trekking on. I mean, I can't imagine the pressure under her and everything else going on. So we wanted to get someone involved. So we sent Bo out. Bo, a lot of times you're able to fix stuff, but this furnace that's older than a Model T just wasn't going to get fixed. So how did Brookman's Heating and Air come into the picture?
Well,
Someone
Mark,
help me.
I can tell you that.
Please.
So my understanding is, and Doug, correct me if I'm wrong when Mark brings you on, he's holding on line one. I think Doug was listening to the call, felt for the caller, Nikki, and wanted to help. And when we started exploring options, Mark, things weren't panning out like we thought. Bo couldn't fix it because of the age of it. But Doug, gosh, thank you so much.
So, Doug, is that what happened? You were listening to the show and heard Nikki call in and talk to me?
Yes, exactly.
That's incredible. Let me tell everybody out there with Doug. And are you the owner of Brookman's Heating and Air?
Yes.
And tell me about your company real quick. How many employees, how many vans on the road? Kind of give me an idea.
Actually, my forte is we do new construction. custom homes, track homes.
Oh, wow. So you go out and bid like on with Lennar or with KB to do a whole neighborhood.
Exactly. I got big contracts with all the big builders throughout Denver. So, but I do change outs and replacements, but that's not what we do. It's new construction, and I just heard this, and I figured I can help. So,
this is incredible. Here's what he did. In fact, Nikki, I'll let you tell us what Doug did. She's the homeowner.
Doug came out here actually yesterday, and he completely replaced my furnace. He actually fixed something that was wrong with my AC too, and he did it at no cost at all. He just did it because he's a really good guy.
That is absolutely
so generous.
It's absolutely incredible you did that, Doug. And we all so much appreciate that, and of course, Nikki more than anything, and Deputy Bo getting this whole thing together and making it happen. Just kudos to everybody involved. Hey, Doug, I was going to say I'd put you up on our referral list, but I don't even know. I mean, if all you do is new construction, is there any benefit to you for that? I'm just curious.
Yeah, right now I do run 4 vans for service.
Oh, okay, so you do residential, but your main gig for Brookman's is new installs.
Yeah, it's new installs and stuff, but I do have my own service guys. I got 4 of them that mainly we fix our own stuff, but we have the ability to go out and work on other.
So do you want some of those residential calls for people? Yeah, I mean, that's a very simple question.
Yes.
All right, Suzanne, get him all the information. In fact, let's have Daphne reach out. And I'll get him on in no charge.
Everything, and then we'll put him up for a while because he's such a great guy, Mark. I mean, you can't ask for better than that. What an angel.
No, Doug, we so appreciate it, man. I knew somebody. I want to know if you know these guys. Hey, Nikki and Bo, thank you for calling in. And really, Nikki, I'm so glad we could get involved and get you this furnace.
So, Mark, I wanted to point out one thing.
Please, Bo.
Doug did not put in an inexpensive builder's model. Doug installed a top-of-the-line Cadillac carrier unit.
Wow.
And a brand new filter box, so it'd be easy for Nikki to change the filter, and he fixed the air conditioner.
I heard you say it was tight. It was a really tight fit, wasn't it?
Oh, I couldn't get my pinky, my one hand in there. It was so damn tight.
And Doug went in there and basically custom built that box in order to change the filter, right?
It was a great installation. I'm going to post a picture. And Doug and his company's put faith in my trade. I never liked the HVAC trade.
That's funny. Doug, all right, listen, guys, I got to take a break. Doug, if you could hold on, I wanted to ask you something else after this. Hold tight.
Now.
Just asked me if we need water backup insurance. Do I need water backup insurance? I don't know either. I don't even know what that is.
I just had my loft severely damaged by water.
Did you?
Yeah, so.
All right, Mitch Floria owns the Art of Granite. I have had him out to the house so many times. He's done our master bathroom countertops. He did granite, and we love it. He did around the windowsills. He's done 2 other bathrooms, countertops. One of them we use the same cabinets, and it totally transforms it. But here's what I love about him. You know what he told me about 2 weeks ago? He goes, Mark, I'm going to beat any price out there on quartz, on anything. It doesn't matter. Quartz, granite, what else is there? There's all kinds of stuff he sells. He's going to beat all the prices out there. If you need cabinets, he's got a great line of cabinets. If you need the new sinks, he's got that. But the best price out there, he's not going to upcharge on the granite. You're going to buy the granite at a wholesale price. He's going to charge for the installation, and he's going to charge for the fabrication. And man, when I say they do a great job, he should be charging more than anybody else out there. But he made me a promise. He's going to be the lowest price. You need to get out to a showroom to check out his inventory. That's the first thing you got to do. You got to get out and check out all the slabs. You got to meet Mitch. You got to get comfortable. You're going to love him. You're going to love his crew. You're going to love his showroom. I want you to go to theartofgranite.com. Theartofgranite.com. Call him up, get the address, set an appointment, stop by. It is so well worth it. Theartofgranite.com. You're going to be calling me and thanking me for telling you about him. I promise that.
I can help facilitate.
Fix it 24/7. Man, do I talk about them a lot. You know why? I'll be honest with you. It's a slow time of year. It's not cold yet. It's simply not cold enough yet for people to realize their furnace doesn't work. Yeah, you're going to go turn it on in a week or two when the cold comes. And if there's a problem with it, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, this sucks. Here's what you want to do. For $39, they're going to come out, they're going to tear it apart and give it a deep cleaning. That's for new customers. A deep cleaning, $39. It takes about 2 hours. It's not just to get in your face and try to sell you something. They're going to clean it. They want to introduce their company to you. For $39, you're going to get that value. Then they're going to slap a no breakdown guarantee. You're going to love everything they do. I want you to go to fixmyhome.com and get it set up today. Get it done today. $39. Soon as it gets cold, it all goes away. $39 deep cleaning only at fixmyhome.com.
Okay, make the check. Sorry about that, sir. Make the check payable.
Well, look who's winning the YouTube poll.
What's that?
Look who's winning the YouTube poll.
Which one? The yes, it's gay, it's a little gay, or extremely gay? Which one's winning? Or did she put up some BS poll?
The new standard for gayness.
Okay, now I gotta log on YouTube. I can't believe it didn't work the whole time. So YouTubers, now that I know you're listening because we're up, Tom split and the laptop either locked up or he turned it off on honest. There we go. Yeah, let's see what he is. 35 people all agree that men who use a loofah, it's a little gay. Now, once again, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying it is what it is. I was talking about this, YouTubers. I like Netflix. A lot of you like Netflix. There's no doubt. Have you noticed, though, every Netflix, every series they have would have you think that 70% of the population is either transgender or gay, or whatever else.
Somewhere, the rest are somewhere in between.
Yeah, LBT, whatever. We just started a new one, and I like it. It's a great one. What's it called, Suzanne? The military one? Boots. And it's great. I love it. But of course, it's got to circle around a gay person. Everything they do, it's absolutely remarkable. I heard even there are cartoons for little kids are that way.
I'm going to start a competing service, and I'm going to call it Straight Flicks.
Straight Flicks.
Got to make millions.
Boy, you'd think so, but man, Netflix, they seem to know what they're doing. Yeah, you lost this poll by far. What are you talking about?
Dude, look at this. I'm at 41%.
Dude, but if you add the other two up, it's 59%.
Oh, yeah, and if you add that to yesterday's poll, it will be like well over 200%, so you'll finally win one. 41% final.
Nurse Jackie is too, says Dak File. I swear to God, it's crazy. What was the one we watched before that? Oh, the lesbian one. You brought that up.
The hunting wives. Because I was like, hey, tell Dimitri to put his headphones on.
This was so funny, D. So I'm watching this Boots one. Put your headphones on.
I wanted to tell him.
Go ahead, tell him.
I said, you complain about all the transgender and gay, but when it comes to the hunting wives, you didn't mind the 5,000 lesbians.
Ooh,
well, I mean, it is. Okay, am I the only man that doesn't see where this is? Am I the only one that doesn't understand reality?
Makes me miss Cinemax after 10.
Oh, I thought it was going to make you miss summer snow.
Oh, well, yeah, I always miss summer snow. But it's the old Cinemax I used to have and the programming that started at 10 p.m.
Chris, Summer
She
Snow
called
is
me out on that
Dimitri's
last
stripper
night. I said,
girlfriend.
I like this show, but once again, it focuses around gay people. It's like in the Netflix world, 70% of the population is LBGTY.
Do we even have
and
time coming back?
she goes, "Oh, I didn't hear you complain about the hunting wives."
Hey, Mark, what do you
Well,
want
they
to
were
do about-
lesbians. I mean, that's a little different. I mean,
Were they like the hot lesbians?
Mark,
yeah.
we're coming back to music.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
Doesn't listen. Who knows?
Oh, I think.
Say it again.
We're coming back to music. We've had this guy holding for like 20 minutes.
District Rep Jeff Crank updates us on week 3 of the federal government shutdown. Thursday on Ryan Schuling Live.
All right, listen, we've got another hour to go. Get your calls in right now so we can solve problems for you. 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. Let us ring that dinger a few more times. We want to help. 303 Martino. Hang tight. Didn't have time to do it on air, but I got a question for you. Do you know the guys at Roadrunner? Oh, okay. I used to have a Goodyear. The one I'm talking about was in Montbello, and I got to know these guys. That's all they did was exactly what you did. All they did was new furnaces. In fact, the house I bought in Castle Rock years ago, they installed it in the new build for Lennar. So I just wondered if you knew them or if they were still around. I just haven't seen them for 15 years. Yeah, I figured you would. Hey, what does, just out of curiosity, on a new construction furnace and AC, like a Goodman builder, builder grade Goodman, 80% efficiency, what do you bid something like that out? Just, I know you're bidding a whole neighborhood or whatever, but in general, what is it per unit? No, not a change out at all. No. When you're bidding a neighborhood for like a KB Homes or somebody, and they got 20 units they need a bid on, how much is it per unit for AC furnace builder grade Goodman or whatever you're bidding out? How much is that? Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's everything, and that includes the ductwork too, right? And when you guys go in to do that, at what stage? I mean, like the house is at what stage? Of course, the framing, the siding. At what stage? Got it. Do you ever get like ripped off, man? Like, you drop all this stuff off and some deadbeat goes by and steals all your shit? Oh my God, what is that, an insurance claim or just a cost of doing business? I would love, we're not on air right now, we're on break, but I'd love to ask you some of these questions if you want to do it when we come back. I find it fascinating. Are you good with that or you don't want to do it? It's no big deal. Yeah, hold on a second, hold on. Do you mind if I ask you the cost of like what you bid on a new house? No. I'm saying if I ask you that on air, do you want me to stay away from that question? Okay, hold on. Fascinating. He says he gets stuff stolen all the time.
We had one of our guys was in the house working. They stole his van.
While he was there?
Yeah. Over a year ago, he came out and his van was gone. He ended up getting it back, minus the tools.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He also shouldn't have left his keys in it, but
still, you don't. I mean, God.
Yeah.
That's. I'll say something with Tesla. You can't steal them. I mean, you just can't steal them. You would, I guess you had the person's phone. So if they stole your phone, they could get in. But if they don't have your phone, if you're in a restaurant or somewhere, they're not getting in.
No.
They're simply not getting in. Or at least not driving it away. They might break the window and get in, but they can't
It's
take
not
the
going
car.
anywhere. Yeah.
In fact, I'd say they are probably the hardest vehicles to steal.
Or vandalize, for that matter.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do it, but
You're going to be on tape. You're going to be on video.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yes, tape. In our world, it's tape.
I still am so amazed by that gambling.
This is an interesting story.
Who would have ever thought the Gambinos were still around?
What, is it the Gambino family?
Yeah.
Was it local Colorado or?
Oh no, this is some. No,
It's not the guy. Well, it was Gaetano's. It's small buildings.
Gaetano's. No, Gaetano's is the restaurant.
Yeah,
You're
right.
thinking Small Domes.
Small Domes. That's what I said. Yeah, get it all. But the Gambinos, I know the name, but I don't know where they're at. Chicago.
The Gambino family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Poker
Sorry.
schemes.
Sorry.
Poker one was amazing. I had no idea you could
Troubleshooter Show.
buy
What is
a
your
cheap
first name?
little card shuffler and incorporate
I'm
something
sorry?
that reads it.
I did not think of that.
I don't know if your
And it's
Bluetooth
such
is
a brilliant
bad or
idea.
It's
if
so
me, but
brilliant.
I'm not understanding.
And it's just basically a fast camera. If you think about it, that's all it
Yeah,
is.
I don't
It's
know.
just
You
like
might need to
optical
go off
character
Bluetooth, so call
Yeah,
me
it's
back.
capturing the video. If anything, the worst scenario, it's capturing the video
understand him at all.
and something's breaking it down in another room.
Instantly.
An egg sandwich. It's egg and cheese and,
It is
and
ingenious.
turkey.
It makes you think about
No
casinos, makes you
That's
think
what I'm
about any
thinking.
home game.
I'm like,
I've been fasting since
casinos
Monday.
can be running that. Yeah.
Like I'm almost on 72 hours now. This morning I did do some bone broth and a little bit of heavy whipping cream, but that's all like carb free. It's a way to break a fast. So now that's like my first food.
It'll be the best food you've ever tasted.
Probably. But I love them from Sam's Club because they're like 170 calories and high in protein and zero carbs.
Chris, are you familiar with a company called My Bath Colorado?
What's their shtick?
So Jerry, my project manager, used to work over there. This is the little bit I know about them. They used to be.
Remember, we're on all the time.
Huh?
We're on YouTube all the time.
Yeah.
Just remind you.
Okay, yeah. They started the company after.
Have you ever fasted?
I forget what
Yeah,
the
I don't
company
think I've
was.
done
It was a
that.
bigger
I've done 2
shower
days.
company.
I've done 48.
Sold out
but
to
I
an
haven't done.
institutional investor. And then
Yeah.
I don't think I've done much
Jerry
more
and,
than that.
I think I did a total of 60, and then like it would have been 72 hours at 4:30 today. So then I'm like eating this. Probably shouldn't have a beer.
I don't either. They've been spamming my
I
phone.
knew it was good for me.
Have they really?
Oh, did you sue them?
Not yet.
You know who's been spamming my phone? I can't get off the email list. iHeartRadio.
They're spamming
You probably agreed to it when you installed the
I keep
app.
trying to unsubscribe. And it's fun.
Best food I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's worth
And I'll tell you, I think it feels.
Tonight from 6 to 9 on 630 KHOW.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help. We'll come and make.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Welcome, my friends, to the only show of its kind. In fact, I dare you to find another show that has recouped well over $300 million in cash, merchandise, exchanges, refunds. and entertains all at the same time. It's absolutely amazing. Think about it. We have recouped just today, we heard about a woman that couldn't afford to have a furnace. Her husband died last year, and I didn't want to go into this with her on there, but her husband committed suicide. Think of where that would put you right now if you come home. You have a small child running around like boys do when they're 5, 6 years old. And your husband's gone, your support system's gone. I'm sure the questions it brings up are crazy. But she didn't have heat, and we're coming in. And we had Doug from Brookman's Heating and Air. Now, they typically do commercial stuff, but he's starting to branch out and do a little residential. But he put in a brand new furnace, 100% for free. That was $15,000 easy right there. Easy. Think of the lady this morning, Deputy D. By the way, Chris Console, Discount Bath joins us. He was integral in this, too. We helped a woman figure out a pathway. Now, I'm not going to ring the dinger yet. I'm not going to hit the bell and say we got the money back, but we're talking about $150,000. She was going to lose her house on the 30th. 7 days from now, she was going to lose her house. I think we put together a pathway for her. She's not going to lose her house in 7 days. She's going to sell it and actually get about $150,000. She was looking at getting maybe $10,000. Maybe.
Yeah, $8,000 earnest money is kind of like what she was planning on to pay for her moving expenses, and I think that was going to be it.
I think between Frank Duran and Mike Wink, she's going to have very close to $150,000, all said and done, if she followed the advice. We talked to 3 attorneys on that. Think about that.
That's a great set of resources, Mark.
We have such a great set of resources. Now, if you've been ripped off, 303-MARTINO, we want to hear from you. 303-713-8255. I've got a couple other topics, but I wanted to bring Doug back up with Brookman's Heating and Air for a different reason. Doug, I started thinking, you do these new homes. When we moved into Red Hawk, they basically had one company. It was called Roadrunner. In fact, I got to know the guys through one of my good years, but they would go in and bid with U.S. Homes or Lennar or KB Homes. They would bid whatever, and then if they won the bid, they would go in and install the ductwork, the AC unit, the furnace, everything to do with HVAC, they would do if they got the bid. And it made me start thinking. They told me way back then that they literally would get stuff stolen because at this point, a lot of times, did you know this, Dimitri? When the HVAC people go in for a new build, a new home, I mean, there might be a roof, maybe, but generally speaking, there's nothing going on there but the framing. Isn't that correct, Doug?
Yes, the framing's complete when we get in the houses.
And you run, because think about it, it's got to be wide open to run all the ductwork. And then he puts the units in and everything. So that's what he primarily does. Like I said, he helped us out with this, and he's starting to do a little residential. But the guys from Roadrunner told me way back then they would get a lot of units stolen. And that was 25 years ago. How does that work nowadays in your industry? When you're doing a whole neighborhood like that, do you guys have a lot of theft?
Yes, for our refrigerant lines, our copper line sets, they get stolen weekly.
Weekly? I mean, that can't be an insurance claim weekly. It's just a cost of doing business?
Yes.
Do the cops ever do anything? Have you ever had like a full condenser stolen or a full furnace?
Yes, we'll go in and people will go through and cut the canvas and steal the whole entire coil and furnace at the same time.
God, how would you even track that in these neighborhoods that aren't even, I mean, there's not even people living in them yet. Oh, my goodness.
No.
Go ahead, Doug.
No, and even we go through and we have apartment buildings. We'll go through and stock equipment and then go to the next building and stock air conditioners. By the time we get back, sometimes our equipment will be gone.
God, I can't even imagine. And Chris, you were telling me with Discount Bath, one of your guys was in doing a bathroom, and someone stole his truck.
Yeah, they took his van, and he got the van back, but not the tools that were in it. And it took about 6 months, but yeah, he came up and everything is gone.
It's absolutely unbelievable. Well, Doug, once again, I wanted to thank you. That's why I had you back up. We're going to get you on the referral list. You helping her out like that was just great. I mean, that's kindness of your heart, and we really appreciate that. Suzanne's got all your information.
Such
We're
a
going
good company, Mark. What a good guy. Thank you again, Doug.
What a great guy. You know, do you kind of envy that, Chris? You do bathroom remodels, but you don't do new construction, do you?
No, not at all.
In a way, don't you envy that new construction because you're not dealing with homeowners?
It's clean, right? It's in and out in that sense.
Yeah, there's no one. And what I mean by homeowners, you're not worrying about disrupting someone's life for a week.
Correct. Yeah, you would just go in and, you've got nobody there. You can just put
You can do whatever you want. You can turn up the boom box. You can.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, there's no carpet or anything in the house at that point. So you don't have to worry about protecting anything because there's nothing there to protect.
That's such a margin business, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got
commodity based, I would think.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, really, if you think about how much money do you think's in a home, D? So in other words, if a house sells for $500,000, now here's the problem. You got to focus in on the lot, the area. Mm-hmm. So I don't quite know.
Well, are you trying to figure out what the building materials cost?
Yeah, I'm saying if you took a 3,000 square foot house or 2,500, whatever is normal, and you think about everything, you think about the bathroom and the kitchen, the appliances and the framing and the roof and the siding and the cement and the driveway and the garage doors and all the other doors and all the finish work, blah, 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 blah.
The cost of materials, is that what you're talking about?
Well, and the labor to assemble it.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that's pretty easy to figure out because home builders will tell you what their average price per square foot it is to build a home. And I think
but that's what they're charging.
Well, no, I know they'll tell you what they're charging, but they know what it costs them, right? So that's how they calculate what to charge. So, Chris, is it about? I guess about $100 a square foot to build a home, right?
I think it's a lot higher than that now.
Okay.
I think that was 15, 20 years ago.
That's where my number comes from.
I think so. I think it's somewhere like around 200, 213.
And that includes labor.
It's COGS, cost of goods sold, so the labor and the materials.
Yeah, so a contractor.
But not the lot.
Not the lot.
No, the per square foot price is the actual labor and materials.
And I think insurance companies give that number too, right? So you're not going to have to rebuild your lot if you lose your house, but the price per square foot to rebuild your house.
To rebuild, yeah. Absolutely, they do. In fact, when you have major upgrades, if you go out and do something to a house that had a standard builder's grade bathroom and they upgrade it to something really nice, I mean, they need to call their insurance company because if they don't and they have a catastrophic loss, a fire or something, they're only going to get builder grades covered.
Correct.
So, I mean, that's a big deal. In fact, did you guys know this? That fire up there from a year ago, that damn thing, or no, it was 2 years ago, Boulder Fire, I think about 2 years. Did you guys know Excel, by the way, ended up coming out of pocket for that?
They just settled a case for an enormous amount of money. However, we got to keep in mind they settled it without admitting guilt.
Well,
right? Which is pretty standard for settlements.
Well, of course, but I can't believe the fact that they came out of pocket. So what basically, if we forget about any form of disclosures or anything or whatever the settlement was, we're not going to be privy to that. But what I'm curious about was the accusation that they didn't shut down the power lines on time, knowing there's 100-mile-an-hour wind, and that's what sparked the fire in creating this devastating event that was up in Boulder.
That was my understanding, that in rough terms, they didn't take enough steps to shut off the power to prevent the sparking and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it was millions and millions.
I could be off base on this, but I think there was two sources to that fire, the power lines, and then there was that burning. Somebody was burning something, and it started in two different places, and that is what surprised me that Excel took responsibility for it because it wasn't all them.
Yeah. We don't know how much these power companies make. I mean, let's face it, they have a monopoly. I mean, it's the best racket in the world. It's like having the only gas station. I mean, seriously, it would be like having the only gas station. It's remarkable. You know, the California one, the big one right before Trump took in office, I mean, that was devastating. In fact, dollar-wise, that was way bigger than out here. But what was crazy is it looks like, didn't they arrest somebody? Yeah. They arrested somebody. They said went in and set the fire.
Oh, yeah. Just a week or two ago, they busted a guy.
Recent news,
Yeah, he was burning something. He was burning like a Bible or something like that. He was definitely engaged in some kind of a weird act.
You remember the Hayman fire here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I got evacuated.
That was a weird way to start it.
We had a house up there.
So did I.
Oh, did you really?
Past tense.
No, it went the other way. I was in Bailey at the time, but yeah.
Ours was one of very few that actually lasted in West Creek. It was West Creek, Colorado. And I mean, the fire was everywhere, but as far as the damage, right to West Creek, and for people, it's kind of up past Rampart Range. It's not that far from Woodland Park, maybe 30 miles, but it's still Douglas County. And a lot of homes, including 2 right across the street, burned down. We had a metal roof on our cabin, so it survived, but it was the worst thing that could have happened because it was just in a big burnout, devastation area. The value of the house dropped like a rock. I mean, till this day, if you go up there, you can tell there was a fire 20 plus years ago, and it was a fire ranger. A fire ranger.
She wanted to be the hero. I remember that.
No, wait a minute, guys. She was a park ranger.
Park ranger.
And she had gone through a nasty breakup with a boyfriend.
Was burning the Dear Jane letter.
That's right. And her fire got out of control.
I wonder if she's still in prison. I'm not saying she should be in there forever. I'm sure she didn't mean to set the fire on purpose.
Right. It was a negligent act, not an evil one.
But she literally cost my family a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. Yeah. There's nothing you can do about it.
I think there's more to that story. It wasn't just the Dear Jane letter. That was her alibi for what it was. There was some intent behind it, I believe.
No kidding.
Yeah, so she started the fire and then wanted to call it in and put it out. And there was some more to that, if I remember right.
Yeah, and I don't.
20 years ago or something.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
I remember the Dear Jane part.
Yeah, I remember that part too, but I think there was the rest of the story.
I saw when we were driving up there, when they finally let us kind of go up there, I mean, it was nuts. I was sitting there and I saw the largest helicopter I've ever seen in my life. I think it came out of Russia or built in Russia, and it was basically a crane.
Oh yeah, big Sikorsky sky crane. Sikorsky sky crane.
That sucker was right up there on the side, man, in this big open field. It is a monster.
Yes, those are totally
it was.
monsters.
Can you imagine flying something like that? And I guess it would dip down and grab water somewhere and then
suck
dump
water
it.
out of a pond and go spray it on the fire.
The largest thing I ever saw.
So, Mark, can a person like you, whose house survives the fire, but then you're faced with this huge loss of value, is there such a thing as diminished value claim on your insurance policy for that?
No. Trust me, I looked every possible which way there was.
Is there a special policy you can buy to cover your house for that? Oh, that's too bad.
No, it's the land. I mean, you wait 50 years. Hold on.
Once in a while.
Yeah. I got evacuated 3 times that year.
Holy crap.
The snaking fire, the Hayman was the least.
That was the least threatening one?
Yeah, because it went the other direction. The snaking fire, the Hayman, and there was one other. Rough year.
I'll bet.
You learn real quick. I had a car loaded with stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
It is open enrollment in Colorado right now, this very second, for Medicare. And coming up real quick, everything on the Affordable Health Plan or the Obama plan is going to be open enrollment. I need to tell you guys something. You have to use the right people. You got to call our friends at Integra. Suzanne and I have been using John and the gang down there, John and Day and their kids and everybody, for 10, 15 years. We always check that we're on the best plan for our family. Now that our kids are out of the house, we might go on a different one this year. We just don't know yet. We leave that to the experts. You don't pay them a penny. They get paid by the insurance company. It doesn't matter. You don't pay them a penny. But they're going to give you real information. If you're on Medicare, they're going to give you real information. If you're just going through the exchange, real information. Real information that's good for you and your family. That's the most important part. Now, some of the stuff that's scary coming up, and the real reason you got to call them this year if you haven't. Pricing. My goodness. We have no idea what's going to happen to these plans. I would say at minimal, this is my guess, 30% increase. Some of these companies could be 40%, where a company like Kaiser might only go up 10%. You have to call and get the facts. We are going to have the biggest upbeat in prices in healthcare this year across the country. It's going to be amazingly horrible. You need to call the guys at Integra. We trust these people. They're absolutely great people, and they'll give you the real skinny. They'll tell you about every plan. But right before that enrollment starts, I think it starts on the 1st, you want to call. Medicare already started. It started on the 15th. So any questions you have there, supplements, anything else, please call these guys. Go to integrainsurance.com. Or better yet, call right now. Any questions you have, please call before it gets crazy. 303-466-5500 Integra. 303-466-5500. People you can trust. Now let's talk about John Fuller Law. You know what I love about John? I'll get right to the point. He's a personal injury attorney. Both times, Suzanne and I have used him. He got us every penny, every single penny of insurance that the at-fault driver had. Every penny. What else can you ask for? Nothing. That's it. That's the most you're going to get. And then he went and negotiated with the ambulance company and the ER and the chiropractor and everybody else involved in the case to get those bills down and put more money in our pocket. John will fight for you, and he is the attorney. You'll deal with him. 303-597-4500. 303-597-4500. Now, O'Brien Legal Services. Here's what I love about Brad O'Brien. He's our expert right here on the Troubleshooter Show. In fact, I had him on today helping a woman that is getting her home foreclosed on. And he was vital inside of it with his information. And let me tell you something else. If you're a landlord in Colorado and you haven't updated your lease, you better call Brad. You might have a lease that you can't hold your tenant to. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding at all. You need to reach out to Brad. 720-370-7388. 720-370-7388. His website is olslaw.com. As in O'Brien Legal Services, olslaw.com.
Mark? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
You're really behind on house spots.
Okay.
Oh, get on it.
Let's see what we got here.
Ooh. Oh, guess what? I didn't get to say this. I can say it on air, too, if you want. A gentleman heard Nikki's story, the lady with the suicide husband.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, he's going to send us $200 to forward to her.
Are you serious?
That's so nice.
That is very nice. Yeah, say that on air for sure.
Oh, boy. You should have seen this post I was reading it to Mark this morning. Where is it? On this, I follow Castle Rock Talk. Where is it?
Hey, see if you can get Integra on. I want to talk to John for a minute.
Okay.
We flew out to their facility one time, that Raleigh house.
Why?
We were doing advertising for them.
Oh, okay.
So we took the helicopter out. It was in the middle of Watkins, and it was like a dude ranch, man. It was wild. It was like new though. It was like a new facility. So they had housing, and then I guess it's
Mark
what do you call
is
it?
doing the show today, and he wants to talk to you about open
inpatient.
enrollment. You got a minute?
But it was wild, man.
Hang on.
I was like, man, this could be
Hey,
like a
Mark?
vacation if insurance would pay for it. It's like a dude ranch.
Advisors, TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
All right, 303-713-8255, 303 Martino. Hey, Paul the Waterman, I would like to actually get him on, Suzanne. He sent me an article that was crazy. Maybe we can get Paul up. Man, when you hear that, it's crazy. But I was doing a spot during that last break for Integra Insurance, and I said something I wanted to clarify. John, I try to always do the commercials. John Jones, he's the owner of Integra Insurance, health insurance. Hey, man, I want to clarify something. Everything I'm reading says rates for healthcare. As of right now, there's been nothing done with the ACA. It's going to expire unless something is done. If nothing is done and tax credits are gone, 30% is a wish list, isn't it? Going up. I mean, what do you think? And I know you don't have a crystal ball if Congress is going to come together. None of us do. But if nothing comes together, what happens to this market, in your opinion, when it comes to cost for people that get their health care and get their tax credits on the Colorado Exchange?
Mark, from what we've seen so far, and you're right, these extended tax credits, without them, there's going to be major rate increases. But the state has kind of stepped in the state of Colorado, and we were talking to like one of the providers, Select, which is Intermountain, and he said, John, the person I was chatting with said, on an average, the rates will probably go up 15 to 20%.
Oh my God!
Because of the help from the state.
But that's just
but
the one.
It could be more depending on, of course, your area that you live in, like up in the mountains. In the zip code.
Yeah, but where does that, John, if the ADA money goes away, okay, and it's set to expire this year, if that goes away, where does the state get the money and how does that work? In other words, like right now it's a tax credit, isn't it? So in other words, if you don't pay taxes, how does it work right now? If you get a tax credit and you don't have a job and don't pay taxes, how does that work?
Johnny, and that's one of the problems, with all these tax credits. I mean, we've gotten phone calls from people, you look at their assets, and their assets are well over $1 million.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to people like around Vail, whatever, that have called in.
Yeah, of course.
Yet they found ways to hide their taxable income so that they actually end up getting tax credits.
Yeah, but wait a minute, though. Hold on,
that's
John.
That's one of the problems.
Well, that's a big problem. And what John is saying is, think about this. You have $100 million, and you happen to have no income that year. Now, that's next to impossible, but it can happen. You don't have to dig into your piggy bank in order to pay it. You get tax credits, which is a big flaw in the system. I mean, really, remember, it's the Affordable Act is BS. There's nothing affordable about it. But if the state ends up, they're saying they're only going to go up 20%. Where's the rest of the money come from?
And Johnny has gone through the training.
Okay.
And, when I've chatted with Johnny, okay? So Johnny, just informed me, and I'm not sure exactly where the dollars come from, but I know the state has set aside dollars to help in case these extended tax credits do not come about, will help kick in to try to hold down the rate increases. They're still going to be big time.
But John, here's what I'm, and you might not know the answer, but what I'm curious is, if it's a tax credit, and now we're talking the state's going to pay it, most people, your state income tax is nothing compared to your federal. How would they even use it? Or is the state going to come in and literally just pay the insurance companies?
It's a special fund. and I'm not sure exactly how that one works. I can ask my son because he went through the training with them.
I would guess that fund's going to be eaten alive really quick, right?
Possibly, yes, because I mean, obviously, we got to get the government open again.
Yeah.
And I was chatting with a person that happens to be group health, and he technically cannot. He's going on an individual plan, and he's they were in their 60s, 61 and 59, and they're right at the cliff. And the cliff, used to be 400% of the federal poverty limit before they extended it. And your premiums couldn't be more than 8-point-some-odd% of your income. So in his case, if these tax credits are not extended, he might as well stay on the group plan that he can't afford rather than going individual.
Because it would be higher.
He's in a bad little box right now.
See, and that's
because
where
his premiums are going to be that high on the individual side.
And that's why people, I mean, really, they've got to call you guys because that's crazy. I never even thought about that. So last year it possibly wouldn't have even mattered, but now he is on that cliff to where he really probably needs to do something else.
That is true. And we have alternative plans that are not ACA compliant with all the mandates of the ACA that we potentially can help people with. And look, and the other thing is, Tom did it one year, is he went with one of the cost sharing plans.
Yeah.
That are through.
Do they still have to be religious based?
Not all of them.
Or faith based?
They have guidelines. They have certain guidelines they want you to follow, like, drink a lot, just to try to keep yourself healthy. But
Did you say, you meant don't drink a lot?
Well, you're not an alcoholic.
Yes.
So then we'll have certain little questions we have to answer with them. But if they answer no to all those, yes, they could get one of these cost-sharing type plans.
And you guys offer all that.
They could save a lot of money in that regard.
Hey, pull your skirt up on your industry real quick, and I mean this. I see commercials on TV late at night this time of year from every old A, B, or C list actor ever saying, call up us, and they're nationwide people. You're never dealing with anybody else. But kind of what's the gamut behind it? In other words, how do these huge companies, do they push one product that they get paid for more than other ones? I know you guys don't do that, but like certain things, if you sell it, I would assume certain companies probably pay better than other companies, just like any insurance. Like State Farm might pay more than Allstate if a broker brings them a car deal. I mean, how does that work in healthcare? Is it the same thing?
Yeah, these Medicare Advantage programs, so much of these people are heavy FMOs. So they're going to have, higher contracts, being nationwide like they do. But on a Medicare Advantage program, most of them pay a certain amount.
Period. End of story.
If a person, end of story. Sure, they'll get a bonus being an FMO. But technically, anybody out there this year, according to CMS, we show both original Medicare with a supplement.
John, hold on. This is important stuff, but I got a break. Hold on. Just hold on with me. You pick them. Red Rock's Roof and Solar, oh my goodness, is Brooke good at finding the money. Here's what I mean. If you are looking for a commercial solar system, maybe for a duplex, maybe for a quadplex, maybe for a building you own that you fix cars out of, anything that's commercial, there's still grants, there's still tax credits, and she can find them for you. We have a lot of callers that have literally, when it's all said and done, paid zero for the solar system. Brand new, paid zero. In fact, one person had a fourplex. Not only did they put solar on, now they are the Excel, if you will. They are the electric company, and they're charging electricity to their tenants, and their tenants are actually benefiting as well because they're paying less for the electricity. Landlord makes more, tenants save money, solar system was free. It's incredible. That's the commercial side. Now, residential, if you have a solar system and that company went out of business and maybe one of your panels or an inverter or anything's wrong with it, Brooke can help you get warranty as well as replace it if it's out of warranty. She can also add a battery backup or a generator. She can build you an off-grid system. You pretty much name it. When it comes to solar, they can do it. RedRocksRS.com. RedRocksRS.com. See, I still don't understand what they're saying on the tax credits. If there's no subsidy anymore, what is that? I mean, where the fuck's the money come from? He's saying the state's got this big slush fund I don't know about that is for health insurance? I mean, I just don't know. Where do you get your insurance? Do you get it on the exchange?
Mm-mm.
Where do you get it?
Or a broker.
Okay.
And I do want to talk to him about medically underwritten plans.
About what?
Medically underwritten insurance options.
I'm curious about this because my wife got laid off and got a buyout, and our insurance is ending, and she's taking a contract position, so I need to figure something out here pretty quick. So I'm curious. I had a doctor recommend like the health ministries.
Is that, yeah, I have no idea.
You don't know about those?
I don't know.
He mentioned something about them, but I was...
Yeah, it's like they used to have to be religious organizations, but I think that rule has been relaxed.
Yeah. Well, they are on some level, but I don't know how they work. Insurance is so expensive.
It's revolting.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
The insurance, it's such a gamut. Obamacare was just horrible.
Still is.
It's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing. All it did was raise prices. They literally figured out a way to raise prices for everybody every year. It's incredible how bad it is.
And you get a lot less now. You have $13,000 annual deductibles. You're paying $13,000 a year, and you get a $13,000 deductible.
Yeah. We're shocked because my wife worked for Kaiser, right? So we had insurance. And now we're shopping because it's going to end.
Troubleshooter Show, what is your
I don't mind Kaiser. We've had Kaiser forever, but we've never had to deal with any
Troubleshooter Show, what is your
issue.
first
I mean, we've never had
Sure.
I mean, our kid might have had a broken bone or something, but in general, we just never had anything.
Well, we did. We had something pretty serious, and the insurance covered as we went to Children's Hospital for everything. So the insurance, I've been happy with them, but I shouldn't work over here anymore. So.
Yeah, but you can always go through them on the exchange. See, you're not going to qualify for any subsidies at all.
Where are we going?
I don't know. What direction do you usually go?
Well, I go back downtown, but there are a ton of places around here, so I can go south. I don't care.
I head east on Arapahoe.
East on Arapahoe.
East?
Yeah.
Really? Whereabouts? You go up past like Parker Road or what?
I'm near Grandview High School. Yeah, past Parker
Okay.
Road. Yeah. But anywhere around doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Or
Yes,
south,
Suzanne.
south, but I'm not going back to east.
8986.
You have our word will preach you right at Done Right Home Improvements. DRHI.com.
All right, 303-713-8255-303. Martino. I want to go right back to John Jones. John, I guess really where I want to button this conversation up because of time more than anything is call Integra if you have any questions with health insurance. But the main reason I called you is everything's going to go up. What do you think? 15 to 30%? Is that a heck of a good guess in Colorado?
That's a great guess.
And it could be higher.
It could be, depending on your zip code.
Now, when do they have to actually tell you that it's going up? Like we've had Kaiser the past whatever through you guys and through the exchange. So when does Kaiser have to tell me if it's going up or down, or have they already done that?
You should begin, everything's filed with the state. So we can't see the final rates yet, but you should be getting a letter here very shortly.
Is there a deadline?
Very shortly.
So, but
I would assume sometime in November. I mean, obviously, if you got a January 1st start date, which you do, and you've got to make a decision by December 15th. If there's any change in your plan for a January 1st start date, no, they have to get those out very soon.
Well, I guess if I was an insurance company, and I mean the devil, let's just call him the devil. Here's what I don't understand. Like, if you come out right now and say, let's say Kaiser, and I'm just picking on them because I have them, there's going to be a 15% increase this year. But then all of a sudden, the tax credits go away and ACA goes away. Can they come back and raise it after that?
No, they file their rates based on not having that extended tax credits.
Not having it, which a lot of people, I guess, don't even realize this. I mean, a lot of people don't qualify for tax credits. I was talking to Chris here, and they're going to be shopping on the exchange here. In fact, he's going to be calling you. But, I mean, if you make over a certain amount, I mean, you get nothing out of it, really. The tax credits mean nothing.
That is correct. If you're over 400% of the federal poverty limit, there are no tax
What is the federal poverty limit?
It's based on, and I'll just use a family, okay?
Yeah.
A family of four making 80-some-odd thousand a year.
Yeah.
The federal poverty limit would basically say, okay, or 80 to 90. Anything over that. Now you're 400% of the federal poverty limit, and technically you will not be eligible for tax credits this particular year.
Got it.
So the people that are out there, you know, that have these great tax credits because of the extended tax credits that were passed back in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really need to look this year.
Yeah, they better. And I'll leave you with this. Folks out there, you got to call John. I'm not kidding. It is so important. I can't even I can't tell you the differences you might discover this year on pricing. I mean, he shared with me Kaiser might be going up 10 or 15%, which is going to be one of the lowest. There's other ones going up over 30%. But give Integra a call, 303-466-5500. And then any Medicare questions, John, who we were just talking to, can answer those. I hate to do this to everybody, but I am so back on brakes. Hold tight. Where?
View House or Twin Peaks?
Definitely not Twin Peaks.
The View House is nice.
Off of 25?
Yeah, just
their beer sucks. Let's just go to the.
I'm good with where. Get them, dude.
Go ahead, babe.
Every time we go to View House, their beer sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Why not just? Does he not want to? Does he drink even?
These two do, but they don't drink beer. So we're thinking of a place that's good beer to get. I was thinking maybe what's that place
Yard
by?
House would be an option.
Where?
Yard House.
Yard House.
Yard House is, we could try View House. It's been a while. Maybe they've changed.
Look up, see what they got.
They have a sterling reputation. I mean, I've been there. They have tons of different beers. They have tons of food. They have happy hour specials.
But do they have Sue's beer?
All right, my friends, let me tell you about Discount Bath. He's sitting right next to me. Chris, I'm going to let you pop in on your own commercial. Here's what I love about you guys, all the different options. I mean, really, you come out, you evaluate what's going on in their bathroom, and you can give them every option from heated tile floors or just a shower or a tub-to-shower conversion.
Yeah, correct. And materials, we don't put you in our box. We have solid walls, we've got crushed stone walls, we've got tile walls. So whatever direction it is that you're wanting to head, we're not going to tell you that this one's better than that one. As long as it's a quality product, we'll put it in.
But you can do anything, even a fix and flipper or a self-fix and flipper, if you will. If they want to have someone come in, I mean, you will have a price point for them.
Yeah, we've got a price point for them as well, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And someone that's got a $10 million house in Aspen and wants the heated floors and the steam and everything, no problem.
Yeah, we could do it all, as long as it's in the bathroom.
How do you do it discounted? I mean, really, do you try to just have more jobs?
We have lower overhead.
Period.
We just keep our overhead low. I'm sort of frugal. I buy used vehicles, and our trucks are not new, but they're run, and we get, inexpensive warehouse.
Have you had the same crew for a long time?
Yeah, I know most of these guys. We're growing, so we brought some new people on, but we vetted them. But I've known a lot of these guys for 10 years or more.
I love it. I love the name, discountbath.com. You're not going to get a better deal. Call Chris and the gang. They'll come out. They'll talk to you for free. The entire Front Range. Think about it, from Fort Collins all the way to Colorado Springs. They'll come out. They'll give you ideas. They'll give you the best price. Great people, great service. 720-979-2322, or even better yet, discountbath.com.
Yeah, so they have Michelob Ultra. They have at least 100 beers on tap.
Oh, they got 100 beers on tap, Bev.
Who's that?
View House.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Let's
page
go
after
there.
page.
That's fine.
And listen to this. For happy hour special, bacon-wrapped jalapeno poppers, $7 per serving.
Nice.
And that's ultra-low carbs.
Yeah, that works for me.
Bacon-wrapped jalapeno poppers.
We make jalapeno poppers all the time at our house. Not the deep-fried ones, the real pepper ones.
Yeah, crispy bacon, fresh jalapenos, creamy cheese blend, organic mixed greens, creamy range, soy sauce, chili soy sauce. They have grilled chicken tacos. Ballpark burger is only $9 on a brioche bun.
A brioche? No, not a brioche.
Yeah, brioche bun.
No, get out of here. A real brioche?
Yeah.
No way. Not a French roll?
Dude, 20 jumbo wing platter, $20.
Look at that. A buck a wing, baby.
That's pretty good right there.
For wings these days. How did we all get hoodwinked into spending more money on the cheapest part of the chicken? Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. It is.
And we do it.
And we love it.
We do it. I don't even like, well, I guess I'll eat a chicken breast, but I like wings.
Chris, I make wings about between 5 and 7 times a week.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I eat them a lot. I might this time, but I don't stay on the low carb, and I probably should because I feel much better.
Doesn't get any lower than wings.
Yeah, wings are great, man.
Wings and jalapeno poppers.
And
That's what I hadn't thought about.
Blue cheese, zero.
Blue cheese. Oh, any cheese is zero.
Yeah. I eat a lot of cheese, a lot of meat.
Not like Velveeta.
Well, I said cheese, not cheese like.
Cheese like. That's funny. I had wings twice this week.
Oh, that's a good start. That's a good start.
I had wings twice.
I had wings twice yesterday, and one's already today.
Yeah, if you're doing no carb, wings are like the go-to. Same with bacon, though, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind nitrates. In fact, I think nitrates are good for you.
Yeah, they build character.
They definitely build character. Wonder what ultimately happened. I had two stocks just go nuts today. Nokia, almost 12%.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Well, it scared the shit out of me last night, but Tesla, it dropped it, but now it's right back to where it was before earnings. They beat on the profit. I mean, God, when you think how much money these companies make, it's just sickening. Here, you guys want to hear a number that'll make you sick?
No.
Okay. Okay. How much do you think Walmart, doesn't matter if the stores are open or closed, how much do you think they make a minute?
Well, I bet they make, you mean revenue or profit?
Revenue, sales.
Revenue is $1 billion a day, is my guess. So I can,
I want to hear your guess. Go ahead, do your math.
District Rep Jeff Crank updates us on week 3 of the federal government shutdown. Thursday on Ryan Schuling Live.
All right, 303-713-8255. Don't forget, tomorrow is car day. I want to thank Chris, too, for coming in. Chris, I really love having you in. I really appreciate you helping us that first hour with that lady. If I can take anything away from today's show, I'm going to tell you this. I hope we get her that extra $150,000 on that sale. That was a huge deal, and I hope that works out. People, please don't forget, though, let me get this out of the way. Help at troubleshooter.com. That number works on and off the air. It looks like we got YouTube back up and running. So tomorrow we're going to have a great show. We're going to have Kevin Calkin. Suzanne, who else is coming in? I think we have Jesse.
Jesse Schillinger with Honest Accurate Auto down from Colorado Springs. Mark, we just love them so much.
Hell yeah, we do. Deputy D, you're going to be in?
Yep.
I love it. So tomorrow's car day. I do want to go back and give Chris a little more love here. If you are looking for that bathroom, honestly, you got to call these guys. I don't care if you haven't signed a contract and you've been thinking about it. These guys are not high pressure. They'll come out. They'll give you different ideas, different price points, whatever you want, but they can help you with the design. And you're crazy not to at least talk to them. You're absolutely nuts if you're looking for a bathroom. I mean, Chris, what else separates discountbath.com from Joe Blow?
Yeah, we stand behind our product. So if there's an issue, and
what is your warranty like on a wall system?
Lifetime on a wall system, 5 years on tile, but we're standing behind it. If there's an issue, we're coming back.
What's a tub to shower conversion run now?
It's starting around $10,000.
Under 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's not bad at all.
No, not compared to the market.
How about when you do your average bathroom, if there is such a thing, which I know there isn't? Do you guys do the entire bathroom remodel, or is that tub to shower like the biggest thing? If you look at your portfolio, what is the biggest thing you do when someone calls you out?
Yeah, tub to shower, or the shower in the hall bathroom area, right? That's a large portion of our business, but we do the complete bathroom very often, or something else in the bathroom, even if it's not a complete bathroom.
How about a walk-in tub? I mean, I know like Tom hates them, but honestly, some people have to have something like that.
Yeah, so I'm frankly not a fan of them either, but you're right. For some people, it's the right thing, and we will do them.
So you will do them. You've got a good line on them.
Yeah.
So you can save people money on those.
Correct.
How about financing?
Correct. Yes, we have it.
Like what? What is financing these days in your realm?
How do you mean? As far as
0% for a year?
We've got 0% for a year, and then
all kinds of different options.
Yeah, lots of good payment plans, which I think are better than the 0%. But yeah,
like what? So let's say it is a nice bathroom, $25,000, something like that, a remodel, like we've talked about. What does that typically break down into payments for people?
It's some $300 to $600, depending. I mean, there's some long terms, so you can get the payment really down if you.
I mean, you can get it down $200 maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, that's insane. Yeah. Did you ever redo the bathroom in your condo, D?
I'm about to. I had Genesis Exteriors and Matt from Paragon Services.
Oh, yours is that insurance claim.
Yesterday, we met with the insurance adjuster, and it's going to be a big, big, big claim, and I'm just waiting to see how American Family is going to treat me.
Did you watch Matt at work with Paragon?
Oh, yeah. They were. So Matt from Paragon Insurance Services, he's my public adjuster whom I hired.
His condo, the person over, has been leaking forever, right?
I don't know how long they've been leaking, but they did a huge amount of damage to my unit. So Matt was there, Mark was there, and then the insurance company adjuster was there.
All right, listen, everybody hold tight. We're going to be back tomorrow, 303 Martino. Help at troubleshooter.com. Looking forward to it.
Follow Tom Martino at Real Tom Martino. And stay connected with all of us at 630 KHOW, KHOW.com, and on the iHeartRadio app. This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
I should have had Done Right do it. Don't be that person that says this after ordering your remodeling project. Hi, folks. Dan Cicchini, owner of Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. Simply put, we make people happy by being particular, just like you. 800-362-8370.
It's a Rocky Mountain rivalry. Hi, this is Voice of the Bus, Mark Johnson. Saturday, the Buffs square off with Utah and Salt Lake City. Coverage begins at 6, kickoff at 8:15 on KOA and on iHeartRadio.
All summer, your AC has been running through your furnace, coating it with dirt, dust, and debris. The #1 killer of furnaces. Don't wait for costly breakdowns with the first cold snap. Get fixed 24/7. An extreme clean, check and tune, just $39. The only ones who truly clean each and every part, like a refurbishment. For new customers, just $39. Protect your system and your wallet. Fix it 24/7. Hometown partners of the Broncos. Go to fixmyhome.com. Click book now.
When you're having trouble, fix it 24/7. We'll be there on the double.
To protect her home and family in a disaster, Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on the free iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. American ranchers say they aren't happy that President Trump is committed to buy more beef from Argentina. It's a boost to his political ally, Javier Milei, and White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said,
"The President loves our ranchers and he also loves American consumers, and he wants to do right by both. So the immediate solution to the problem of the rising cost of beef, the President wants to bring that down, is we have to increase our supply. And so that's what he's doing with respect to these imports."
She said the president has a very thorough examination of every pardon request after he pardoned the founder of crypto platform Binance, who pled guilty to charges that he did not do enough to keep criminals off the platform. He's a supporter of the Trump family's crypto initiative. President Trump says federal troops are not going to San Francisco this week after he spoke to the city's mayor. And NBA player Terry Rozier of the Miami Heat and Portland Trailblazers coach Chauncey Billups were arrested as part of a sweeping federal gambling sting. This is ABC News. The contentious race for mayor of New York City took another twist today as our partners at WABC TV report that Mayor Eric Adams will endorse Andrew Cuomo, the former governor who's running as an independent. Zoran Mamdani beat both Cuomo and Adams in the Democratic primary and today tied both men to President Trump.
This is the art of the deal. We have a president of this country who has spoken publicly of his desire for Eric Adams to drop out of the race. Eric Adams dropped out. Spoken of his desire for candidates to consolidate behind Andrew Cuomo. Today, Eric Adams is endorsed.